and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Buccaneers on Monday night.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Takes it at the 7th. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Murray now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mills. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray going to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now Murray. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, a quick pass here to Godwin. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down, here's Mostert again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 78 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. It's caught by Mike Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. What's the deal, y'all? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Murray. He finds his target. It's Evans.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Fournette, a first down carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. After the sack on first down, Lance Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again, Murray.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he's got this down to the 35. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 50. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath